Yeah, hold on, man. It didn't take me. Hey, you guys, just give it a second. As usual, we're going to get this music going, creating a live watch party, and then we will making the show going. All right, share, watch party. Why is he doing this? There you go. Episode 30 with Vicky, Dalli, and Vincent. All right, guys. Flying down. Let's get this rolling. Let's invite some people. And all right, people will come on. All right, Mark. Hey, you guys, this is episode 30. Episode 30 of Stormcrow. Dreamers talking to dreamers. Mark has healed up from his catastrophe of fighting evil force users that kept him crippled last episode and visually non-existent, even though Mark's camera, he's not really moving. No, there he is moving. Okay. He has survived and come back visually. As you can see, he has survived. It did. He had to have some of his beard taken off to fix his face and all that stuff. But and look at that, and he has hair chopped off. But we are back, of course. Lola, Mark Potter, my co-host, and then me, JD Glasscock. All right, guys, we got some amazing guests. I want to get right into it. Okay, so who do you want to bring up first, Mark?
Let's bring in the Enforcer.
All right, you guys, East Coast wrestling legend, actor on Gotham TV shows, commercials, all that stuff. He will be in Blade and Blood, my feature at the end of the year. Andrew Anderson, a good friend of mine for many, many years. There he is, man. And look at that. Just like we left him last time, he's eating some sausage. Just like, what'd you say?
I'm eating the chocolate now.
Oh my God, man! You ruined the whole catchphrase of Andrew Anderson and the
supersada. I had a Italian supersada last time.
No, you had like a big thing of sausage.
Yeah, that's a supersada salami.
Ah, gotcha.
From the Italian deli.
Ah, gotcha.
It was delicious. I remember it.
All right, let's bring in our next guest, and then we'll get this whole thing going. A brilliant Greek actress that has won awards at large festivals, one of which was Best Actor of like 500 films, features or shorts at Action on who Del Weston runs that. And she was actually, that role was in my directorial debut, Burning Cigarettes, many years ago. So she will also, along with Andrew, be in Blade and Blood at the end of the year. Let's bring on Vicky. Look at, there she is, the Greek muse.
I don't see her.
Oh, really? I see her.
Yeah, you're cheating me out of that view. Thanks, nice guy.
Vicky, come closer to the camera. You're too far away.
What about now? Better?
Yeah, that's better, yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
JD, get out of the picture, JD. How are you?
You guys, it's great having you with us. It's great. These are my first both 3-time guests. They have each, this is how much I love both of them. They have each been on our show.
3-time.
Yeah, the show has been going on, what, Mark, for like a year and a half, maybe?
Since October 29th, 2018.
Wow.
2018.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So about a year and a half, close to it. And these are our first 3-time guests. So that's amazing. That's how much I respect their art and their talent and who they are as people. Now, before we go into our normal routine, last night I was contemplating this. Usually films, when they're bad, they're usually bad. There are 3 things that are usually and it's usually one of them or multiple. But usually the first one that makes a lot of films bad is bad writing. So like the script is very good, and regardless of what actors you throw on it, it doesn't help it. Or explosions. 2 is that I don't want to say bad actors because they could be okay, but bad casting. They cast actors in roles that they're not suited for. You know what I mean? Good example of that. There was one called Raven or something like that was based on a video game, and it was very sword and sorcery type. And they put Michael Madsen in it, man.
Yes, I remember that. And
he's like as a bar, like a sword wielding. Here's this guy with this thick New York accent, total New Yorker gang guy, and they shove him in a medieval world because he was their name on the film.
Listen, I got one that'll top that. How about Robert De Niro in Mary Shelley's Frankenstein when it's like, you're looking at me. You're looking at me. He's got the whole
I actually liked him in Frankenstein. I thought
it was okay, but he Robert De Niro's voice coming out of the Frankenstein monster was not.
Yeah, and it just like Michael Madsen as a sword wielding barbarian is not a good look, man. Or it's production value, i.e., that it's good writing and it's good acting, but they didn't have the money to make the world that whoever that was trying to create, and it comes off as cheap and fake.
Netflix. Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson. Well, now you also got script changes, last minute script changes that changes the whole script from what it was to what it is when they shoot during that day. Hey, wait, no. Continue. Haru. Well, I know. Sorry.
All right. Well, Mark is about to demonstrate the
Hey, look. Hey, JD. Look at the lightsaber technique.
not. I think sound issues. We have trouble with the sound.
Yeah. Hey, so you guys, so we're greenlit on the film, but it's not until the end of September. And but
All right,
that's
that's fine.
but now technically, end of September is when we go into pre-production, i.e., when we're finishing the casting, hiring crew, and they're and having to make all those insanely beautiful costumes you guys are all going to be wearing, which will probably take, I'm guessing, a couple months. And then we'll break for holidays. And so my guess is the production, actual shooting, I would guess probably in January.
Okay.
But we'll be, as soon as we go into pre-production, we'll be talking because you guys are in different states. We're going to have to get a hold of measurements and all that kind of stuff, and for the costume. Anyway, did you guys see that cool stuff that Michael Quigg, the guy that does the website, created with all the city flags?
No, I didn't see it. It's up on
But
there.
he just does this stuff because he likes to do it. He created a different flags of the city, and because you've gone to the website, right? You guys
Yeah.
see a map of the city and the neighborhoods and all that stuff. So
I haven't seen the
he
flags,
created a
though.
different flag for each one, and he created the Godiva corporate enforcer badges, and he created like all this cool stuff. Very
Cool.
And it's amazing.
yeah, you know, because Godiva is the main corporation. So he went and made the police. He made all this cool stuff. I think he added it to the website. You should go check it out.
Awesome.
Ready? Back? Are you back, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back into this. And look at Vicky's lighting. So much better. So much more beautiful. Not looking like he's
Fixed it.
Vicky there. He's like a ghost and stuff. But anyway, they're gonna start like. It's almost to the point where we're gonna put like clay in front of it. You can start like shaping clay, and you know, Patrick Swayze is all. Anyway,
What are you talking about?
anyway,
Good references.
yeah. But anyway, okay, so I'll give this advice. Any guy that dates Vicky cannot be the jealous type. It will not work. First of all, she is super jealous, so super jealous people don't work. And then secondly, she is nice to everybody, talks to everybody. Every guy's gonna like think she's hot, so you literally will have to almost like just brush all that off. She's the type of girl, man. You cannot be in.
What is the glass look? It doesn't matter. Just because I'm social, it doesn't mean that I'm not trustworthy.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
Yeah.
she got
No,
got
I'm
good
saying
without
that
it.
you're going to garner a lot of attention, so a jealous guy is not going to be having fun trying to date you. Like, if they're jealous type, you're going to garner a lot of attention. So,
I'm not the controlling type, but I think jealousy sometimes shows some interest.
no, I think there's a beautiful aspect of possessiveness that, like, that's my woman, that's my man. Those things I think are very healthy and good. But there's a difference between that and jealousy.
Why did you call me jealous?
You
Why
are a
you-
jealous type person. Oh,
Why
stop,
you-
man. I've known you, Vicky. I've known you for how many years? You are totally a jealous type. Stop.
And maybe
You
I
might not always vocalize it. You might not always verbalize it.
Wow, that's heat. That's heat.
What now?
That's heat.
No, she is, dude. It doesn't matter. I mean, she's not like one of those out of control jealous people that just goes nuts, but she definitely, she's a Leo, man. I mean, she definitely has a lioness aspect to her. But anyway,
That's a great song from Deep Purple. Maybe I'm a Leo.
yeah. It's why her and I get along. We're polar opposites. I'm Aquarius, she's Leo, fixed fire, fixed air.
I'm a Libra.
But
Sagittarius.
okay, so what now?
Sagittarius.
Paris.
That mutable fire, yeah. So okay, let's move on with this though. Enough of my rhetoric. Andrew, we'll start with you. What is a project you're going to do in the next couple months that you're excited about?
Cuba. Leaving to Cuba April
Thank
18th. We're filming it as a documentary. We're trying to, as a matter of fact, I need your advice on a lot of this. So I'm going to call you.
Well, you know I'm always going to be there for you, man. So just,
Yeah, I need your help with this. So I
Sure.
need you to guide me in the right direction because I don't want to
Just
get
let me know,
taken.
man.
It's we're looking to film it. We got the green light from the Cuban government, which is very rare to be allowed to film the show, the production of Rumble in Havana as a documentary. So we started shooting all the demographics over here, not the demographics, the logistics in getting it produced on my end here in the States. Now we're going to
give me the particulars. Write down the particulars of what you want to accomplish, what tools you have, like what actor or wrestlers are going to be there, the dynamics of what you're going to do, and then I'll put a.
Well, I'm going in 3 weeks for a scouting tour in the middle of March.
Just name your players, your actors, because they're basically actors. Name the people involved, the managers, agents that you're going to have in front of the camera, how much time you're going to have, and then I can try to structure it for you to make it a cohesive storyline.
Yeah, because that's right now. I'm not a filmmaker. I'm an actor, but I'm not a filmmaker. So
no, I'm always going to help you, man. So
I know. That's why I'm coming to you. But as a film,
same thing. And Vicky knows this. I keep very few people close to me, but the people I keep close to me, I'm very loyal with.
No, you've been one of my confidants. You've been with me through a lot of situations in my life that I've opened up to you with, personal stuff. You know that. You and I both. Yeah. We got through.
And Vicky knows that with me, I'll do whatever she needs me to do. Man. Mark is, as long as he keeps his lightsaber acrobatics, he's getting there, man.
he keeps hitting you with the Star Wars references.
Of course, Lola and her little stardom. Anyway, although I'd still miss Merlin, Vicky.
That was a nice dog.
Yeah, Vicky actually watched Merlin for a whole week.
Did she really?
Well, what did you say? What happened for a whole week?
I said I love Lola. I still miss Merlin.
Yes, I did. More than one week.
And I said you had Merlin for a whole week when I had to stand in for...
the most behaved dog I've ever seen.
Eric Dane. I was Eric Dane standing for last ship, and we had to, for a week, from LA, go and stay a week in San Diego to do all the exterior shots because the show was about the Navy. So she watched Merlin for that week, and then he almost didn't want to leave, man. When I came back,
remember, and
he didn't want to leave. He was almost having a heart attack, wanting to run to me, but not wanting to leave her lap.
Well, would you want to leave that? Would you want to leave her?
I'm not going to get into that. Me and said her 100 times already in the 8 years that we known each other. We just always come back.
When I asked you, you told me that Marin had never done that before.
I was the only one he ran to. Yeah. Well, he slept with you for a week.
I took a good care of him. That's why.
Yeah, but he's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was cute.
He had 10 years of life.
He was a good pup.
Yeah, he had 10 years of life, but that was that happens, man. That's what you get when you love dogs, dude, and you have dogs. 10 to 12, 14 years is about the extent of
my dog Princess lived 17 years.
See, that's unusual. And it was a bigger dog.
Shepherd Collie mix, yep.
Yeah, and it was a bigger dog.
Yep, you remember that.
Usually cats are that old. Yeah. All right, so the Cuban thing is his. So, Vicky, in the next couple months, what is a project that you're excited about?
So
you're leaning right back into your lights.
Yes, let me fix it. What about here?
No, you don't need to fix. Just move back to where you were. Good. Leaning that way. You're good there.
Yeah. So
if you want to do the lean thing, move to your left a little bit, then lean it over. You can lean back that way.
No, the same thing. No, okay, it's okay. Since I'm gonna be talking, I'm gonna stay here now because here's the best time. So, okay.
Hey, I forgot to ask you. I forgot to tell you. You're not on Facebook anymore, but
On Instagram?
director was really into knowing who you were because I posted promo for this show. Max. I forget. I can never pronounce his last name. Mark, what is it?
Searchy.
Searchy, yeah. He does a lot of big B films with Michael Pare.
Mm.
And he really wanted to know about you. So I'm gonna give him your email.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me that earlier? What were you waiting for?
I've been busy. That was like yesterday.
So you don't care about my career anymore?
Oh, stop.
Oh, now you think these are all lies.
Stop.
You want to keep it for yourself?
Oh my God! Stop! I just mentioned it right now. Stop.
Okay.
This is the most interesting.
And then I had you on a show with Dell, knowing Dell was going to give you. I mean, stop, man.
Okay.
Now, can I ask you a question? Which Dell are we talking about?
Del Weston.
All right, because I'm friends with Del Harvey.
No, Del Weston is the director of, or the owner of Action on Film Festival, which has 14 other festivals under its umbrella, which is out of Vegas. It's like one of the biggest ones in the U.S. That's, you know, it's like that second tier underneath Sundance and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Cool. I'm friends with
and
Del
he's also
Harvey.
a film writer, producer, director, all that kind of stuff. So like after Vicky did my short film, that award I referenced that she won was at Dell's festival. And then Dell, because of meeting Vicky through burning cigarettes, he ended up giving her a lead in a role, movie called Victims. That was one of his films.
Yes.
And they developed a relationship, and then they hadn't talked for a while. So I got them together on my show. We reconnected because of that, and then she just now got another film that she's now in from Dell, from that connection. See, they just forget that because I'm so subtle in what I do and when I help people, that they don't even get that I help them.
In other words, you're saying you're the straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah, but they don't realize it because I just do it without. I mean, I'm saying it now 6 months later. You know what I mean? Like, I know what's going to happen when I connect certain things together. It will provide opportunity, but that's not something people notice. They just usually.
I'll be back in 1 second. I gotta let my dog out.
You gotta let the dogs out. Is that what you said?
My dog.
Oh.
We could go into that song if you want. But who let the dogs out? Anyway, see, this is where we're gonna have a big when I start getting notoriety as a filmmaker, man, then we're gonna have the big studio to do the show in, and then you can have like sound effects queued up.
Right?
You could just hit the button and it would have done the
Who let the dogs out?
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep doing the show, even no matter where I'm going in my career as a filmmaker. I'm gonna keep doing this show, and as it gets bigger, it'll still allow me to provide even better opportunities for other artists. If I'm going well in my career, I'm still doing this show, and we're still bringing indie artists up into the show. It'll be very beautiful. Okay, so I'm sorry, Vicky. In the next couple months, what is the project that you are excited about, amped about?
There is this Greek director. His name is George Katsifis, and he has written a very, very nice play for the death of Marilyn Monroe. So I didn't know this director personally, but somehow he got a hold of me and he asked me to be in his play. He's looking to do that probably summer in Greece, but also he has already written the play in English too, because he wants to bring it to the theaters here in Los Angeles. So I don't know.
He wants to have a Greek Marilyn Monroe?
I'm gonna have to get a coach.
Stop with the American accent, Vicky. That's not going to happen.
No, I'm gonna get a coach for that. Of course, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's gonna happen.
But Vicky, your accent is like part of Vicky.
I will not
What a-
forget about my accent. I mean, I think the way they do it is you can always able to switch and go back to your original way of speaking, right? No.
Okay. I wish you the best. I don't know. I think you're brilliant at a lot of things. Trying to get rid of that accent, I think, might be a little bit of a tackle.
We could redo Some Like It Hot with me and you and her.
That just sounded like some weird, pervy proposal. Me, you, and her, and some hot lights, man. It'll be great.
And Some Like It Hot. The Jack Lemmon and Marilyn Monroe, the movie.
Andrew, is this anything going to help with my accent?
Well, I think your accent will be fine. You'll just be a more exotic Marilyn Monroe.
No, I mean, I think it's a major part of Vicky's charm and who she is as an actor and as a spirit. So I don't know if I would change it. It's like when you're watching an American actor try to do a accent that's not them. It a lot of times it's very off-kiltering. Like, I love Tarantino, but I couldn't watch that war one. What was the war one he did with Brad?
Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah,
Oh,
like I could
Bastards,
not.
yeah.
I tried to get through that film, but his accent or whatever the hell that was supposed to be, Brad Pitt did, was so horrible that literally I couldn't watch those scenes. They
That's
tried to do like a Kentucky accent.
horrible Southern accent.
Huh?
That horrible Southern accent.
Kentucky accent, I think is what he
It
said.
was like, I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah, and it was just so effing bad that I was just like, dude, I cannot watch this, man. It's like horrible.
We're gonna send Hitler back in a body
Legend of the
bag.
Fall is one of my favorite films. I like Brad Pitt. But it's I don't know, man. There's very few people I think that have pulled off accents. I think Brad Pitt, going back to Brad Pitt, he did pull off Snatch,
Mm-hmm.
where he talked Gaelic and stuff like that, and I thought he did a great job with that. But we'll see. But I'm very happy that you're getting a lot of work. Is this because you're in LA, or is this just because of people you know and they know people? And
Both. I have some people that as you said, you see, Mr. Glasgow, we've been on each other for so long time, and Mr. Dell, and I also belong in a few other group of people who, for some reason, they like me and they come back to work with them again. So
good.
yeah.
Well, you're
Yeah.
likable and you're a very talented actor.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Glasgow.
I mean, you know, to pull off my writing, you have to have skill, man. Like, I literally, like, in my stuff, man, if you did not have acting skill, it's not going to sound good with the way I,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's just the way it is. And, no. And I think both of you are going to kill it in Blade and Blood. Andrew as Crank and you as Lucy.
Crank and Lucy. We sound like a sitcom.
That comes afterward.
Like onion fries.
Hey, Lucy, leave me alone. It's Crank right now.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, well, maybe I'll do that Misfits TV show, and then
Ooh.
that would be a good one. But anyway, okay, so let's ask this, Andrew. What is, and you don't need to mention Blade and Blood. What is something in the next year that you want to do that you're excited about?
In the next year, I want to retire from wrestling.
I've been trying to get you to do that.
I know, yeah, but I really want to retire from wrestling. I want to concentrate more on appearances and showing up. I'm doing
I
a
just
lot
want
of
you 20 years from now to still be walking it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, like from right now, I've been doing a lot of appearances because of my appearances in Gotham and Sneaky Pete and The Wrestler. You know, I just did. I've been signing seasons 4 and 5 of Gotham. I've been doing appearances, signing the 10th anniversary of The Wrestler, the DVDs and posters.
Wait, is Gotham
and
still going?
No, Gotham season 4 and 5. The last season was 5. So
Yeah, I think they ended, right?
Yeah. But I always appear at Best Buys, FYEs, which are almost non-existent. Different records, not record, but places that still sells DVDs. Like it's mostly Best Buys, believe it or not. Up here in the Northeast, there's some FYEs still around. Comic Cons, a lot of posters.
Well, not just for myself, but I hope Blade and Blood blows up.
Let's do it, man.
So that you guys, because that's all an actor needs, man.
I want a crank action figure.
One film to blow up, and it opens doors.
Can you imagine McFarlane Toys making an action figure line of Blade and Blood?
Oh, that would be awesome.
I can legally play with myself.
You already did that. Last time you brought out an action figure of you as a wrestler.
I brought my figure on right over here to the thing.
I don't know. I mean, you could have a Keller Gentle Giant and have a 12-inch action figure of yourself.
Oh, I don't have a 12.
Okay, the delay mark between you saying 12-inch and action figure was inappropriate.
Wow. This show has definitely gone to the dogs.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Vicky, who let the dogs out? Hey, okay, Vicky. So in the next few months, what is something that you want to do?
There is another thing, but I don't know if it's happening for real, because if I don't see it, I don't believe it.
Well, I'm the same way, yeah.
Yes, but the whole idea is we're making a pilot right now, and it's also the whole cast is very diverse. That's the whole thing. It's a pilot for. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share any of those. I don't know what's the process.
Well, you haven't really said anything except that it's a pilot and there's a lot of diverse cast.
Yes, and that the writer and director, he wants me to be one of the regulars.
Very cool.
But, yeah,
the thing with a pilot is that you got to get shot and then someone's got to pick it up.
Yes, but he knows the right people, so the chances that we have, I believe that there are plenty of.
Well, all you got to do is just keep doing you, and I think you're gonna get where you're trying to go. You're a beautiful brain spirit. You're gonna, and you know me. I'm gonna always do my best to try to help you get wherever you're trying to go.
Yeah, like forgotten to introduce me to Mr. Max.
The what now?
Like you
I was planning on it. I wouldn't have mentioned it otherwise. I said I would give him your email. Holy cow, man!
Wow, you know what she is? She's relentless. I like that.
She is, dude. She's like an aggressive lion, man.
No, it's okay. So
I mean, it's why we get along, because I don't just cave to her. Like she's got a lot of like fandom around her that literally are like puppy dogs all over the place. But occasionally I do whatever I can to help her, and she knows that. But occasionally I got to break out like the chair and the whip and like, back, lion, back. But she knows I love her, so it doesn't matter. She knows I'll do whatever to help her. Yes, Vicky, I will. By tomorrow, I'll send him your info to contact.
Thank you.
Probably the easiest thing to do would just be see if he's on Instagram and then just do it that way. Or I'll give him your email.
Well, I mean, I could do it right now.
Max? Yeah, you can. He's on my Facebook and he's on yours, I think. So he was in a show. He was in one of our shows, Vicky. But anyway, all right, let's talk about a thing that I normally I've been trying to stay away from, but it's that time of year. It's that politics, and we're not going to get into any direct politician or subject or Trump or any of that kind of crap. But what I don't like is media, how biased media has become.
Oh,
they basically try to create this fake narrative and run it as the truth. And they'll say stuff like, oh, our polls, or everybody is this, and everybody, they talk as if they're talking for the population of the US, and they're not. They're talking for themselves and some really rich corporate guys.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they
Lobbyists.
portray it as if it's the opinion of the mass. Not the opinion of the mass. It's very opposite of the opinion of the mass. But I just wish people would be honest and truthful, man, and let the chips fall where they may. But everyone
Then they wouldn't be politicians. They wouldn't be politicians.
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about politics. I'm talking about, I mean,
The media are
twisted. But now you have mainstream media trying to
push the politicians. They push who they feel should be who they feel should be in the right down your throat. Fox News is the #1 culprit.
No, but all of them do it. I mean, all of them do it.
Fox News
if it's
is worse
Fox
than the
News,
rest.
it's Trump. If it's CSNBC, it's Bloomberg now. It was Bloomberg they're trying to shove down your throat.
Yep.
So it's just saddening that it's so much lies and manipulation. It's what you're seeing, and even the people that love Trump, that's what they tried to do with Trump. It didn't work out for them. But what you're seeing is an entire, like, over 3/4 of the American population want a non-establishment president. Want someone who's going to do something new. I don't care if it's Republicans or Democrats. They want someone who is answerable to the people and not corporations.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
There you go. But that's what they want.
Yeah.
And that scares the crap out of all these guys that like it how it is and like the oligarchy that we exist in. So they try to push their little candidates that will keep going with the centrist trickle-down economics. But it's just sad because it's like there's so many poor people, old, young, that can't get hospital care when they need it. You know what I mean? And those things are sad. That shouldn't happen in a country as advanced and as wealthy as our country.
It's true. It's 100% true. But it's
You know what I
horrible.
mean?
We can't do nothing about it. I mean, the media is influencing the populace
And the media is no longer not for profit. I mean, back when it was Cronkite and all that stuff, the newsrooms were for not profit. So they hold their neutrality. And now all the newsrooms are to make a profit. So therefore they are influenced and manipulated by the people that are paying them. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
Anyway, that's my gist. I don't want to get into that too much. What is a great film that you've seen in the last few months? We'll start with Vicky. What is a great film you've seen in the last couple months that you've watched and you thought was awesome?
I watched the. Okay. Oh my God! I watched so many. I really don't remember which.
Well, I know
genre.
you said you saw The Joker.
I watched Joker. Yeah, of course, I loved it very much. Yeah.
I still haven't seen it personally, but
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah, I watched it. It keeps you on edge all the time. Time flies when you watch it. It was really good. It was great. I mean, Oscars were very fair in my opinion this year, the awards. And I watched.
See, I watched 1917, and everyone keeps talking about that. That's gonna wait. Are the Oscars already done?
Yeah. Last Sunday.
The Parasite won, but Joaquin as the best film, best picture.
I was working that night. I didn't watch the Oscars.
I didn't watch it either, but I really want to watch it because you know Korean cinematography, how sick and.
I did watch the Grammys though, and there was some good performances in the Grammys.
Aerosmith.
Okay. And
Aerosmith looked a little drunk, to be honest with you, but and I think what's his face's voice was going that night.
Steven Tyler.
Yeah, I think his voice was trashed.
Yeah.
And like he had been screaming already, and his voice was.
Well, they're on residency in Las Vegas, so they're playing every night.
Yeah, I know. That's what I figured is that he threw his voice out, probably working in Vegas. But some great performances. I like that. The one that won all the awards. What's her name? The green hair.
I don't.
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
she's
She's
amazing.
only 18. She had some good stuff, man. Some really lyrics.
Yeah, she's. So
Um,
I remember an action film that I watched which was great with Ryan Reynolds. It's called Six Underground by, I think it was Michael Bay.
Six Underground.
It's
It's about a group of 6 individuals who pretend that they are dead, and they get into a team and they fight evil.
It's
Six. What is it called?
it's a Netflix show.
Underground.
The Netflix show that
No.
stars Ryan Reynolds.
But
What is it
it's
called?
Six Underground.
yeah, but
Six
it's a movie.
Underground.
Now I watched the movie. Yes, Six Underground.
Oh, I'll have to watch that. That sounds good.
I mean, don't expect any meaning or anything. They're just an action film, but it's a great.
I like Ryan Reynolds though.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know about Michael Bay, but
Were there a lot of explosions in that movie?
yeah, he's the producer for that show I worked on for several years. As
Michael Bay?
Eric Dane. Yeah, he was the producer on Last Ship.
One of my sponsors is producing then when I spoke to you about getting us involved with for Blade and Blood, he's working on a video game with Michael Bay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never got back to me about that guy. Did that
Yeah,
guy?
he never got back to me on it too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk to him this week because he's actually doing WrestleCon in WrestleMania weekend in April.
I know our producer is wanting to pay for it herself, but you never know. If he's interested, she might talk, bringing another person in.
That'd be perfect. They're perfect. He's perfect for it. You know, I mean, he's
Well,
working
just
with Michael.
let me know, and then if I need to, I'll intro him to Angela, our producer. I'm actually happy that we have a producer now that I can
That's great.
out of most of that stuff besides connections. I'm not having to do all that anymore, which is a big. I mean,
Load off your
more
mind,
out of
man.
necessity. I'd rather focus on directing and writing and being creative than have to deal with budgets and all that other crap. What was I gonna say? The Vicky, that dress, bang and a half eaten donut, man.
Here. Better now?
No,
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't like
I vote no.
I feel
No.
like I'm ready to eat now. Okay, sure.
it. Better, much better.
That's like giving the boys the cherry pie and then taking the cherry pie away.
Yeah, it's like what are you doing that for? That's not nice.
That's a good thing. People enjoy that. Men by nature, they go hunting in the wild, and they kill animals that they don't even like to eat sometimes. So they enjoy the hunting, the chase.
I don't know.
hunt?
I would probably prefer
She's
to,
talking about the
if
thrill
I
of the
kill an
hunt.
animal, I'd probably eat it.
She's talking about the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I wrote. I cannot. I'm not gonna say it, but I was very nice, and I wrote Vicky a poem recently.
What did you do, Mr. Glasscock?
I wrote you a poem.
I know. You sent it to me.
I know, yeah, but it was so good, like I usually do. I also am gonna put it in a book, man. If I have good writing, it's got to go in a book, man. It's just how it rolls, man. But anyway, okay. So, what film have I seen recently? There was a film I saw not too long ago. I thought was really good. I did see 1917, and I think it was well written and well shot. But I didn't see all the hoopla, because literally, if you just see the title and a couple of the promos, you think this is a whole film about World War I. And it's not. It's just about one dude who's got a message that he needs to deliver to the front, and the whole 2 hours is about this guy going with the message to the front.
Wow.
It's not like Band of Brothers.
No,
No,
it's not
no.
like when you hear the words 1917 and you saw the way they did the clips, which is just showing war and stuff like that.
You expect to be a full war film.
A film about World War One.
Yeah, you expect to be a World
But
War
it's
One
not.
version of
It's
Saving Private
literally
Ryan.
it's in World War One, but it's about this one Army corporal or whatever
Saving Private Ryan.
message
Yeah, Saving
up to
Private
the
Ryan.
front line, and then spends 2.5 hours taking you on his travel to deliver the message.
Does he
Wow.
make it?
Well,
You can't don't spoil it.
I'm
Don't
not gonna
spoil
blow.
it.
I'm not gonna ruin it.
Don't spoil it. Come on,
I don't-
Vicky. I don't want.
Hey,
Don't
Andrew,
spoil
you're
it,
gonna
please.
watch it tonight, and until you watch it, you will forget that that was the film we were talking about.
I don't forget anything. Like I can't forget that dress.
Okay, then
But no, literally, I mean, I thought it was good, but I just for all the accolades it's getting, I just like Apocalypse Now. Like if you're gonna do a film about a war, to me, it should have a more expounding thematic or subject matter. Because I was excited because there's never really been, in my opinion, in a long decade upon decade upon decade upon decade, a great film done on World War One.
Never. No.
You know what I mean? They do a lot of. They've done a lot of films on World War II, and then done films on Vietnam and stuff like that. But I have never seen just a brilliant film on World War One. And so
The only film that I know that dealt with World War One was The African Queen.
with like, is that John Wayne?
No, Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn.
That was a long time ago, man. That was like
Yeah.
50s or something like that.
That was great. That was a great movie.
Yeah, but I think John Wayne obviously did a couple. I mean, the guy did like 250 films, so it's
We did a lot of World War. We did Sands of Iwo Jima and
and all that kind of stuff. But I think most of those were
the Longest Day and a lot of movies John Wayne was in.
But I did see a film that I thought was good recently, and I can't, for some reason, the title is escaping me right now.
I saw a documentary last
Talk
night.
about it later. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna. We've already been on over an hour and 20 minutes. We could keep talking. We're friends. I love both of you. But by the way, Mark, let you answer that question before we wrap this up. What movie have you seen in the last few months you love?
I haven't really been watching movies recently.
Oh, Mark, come on. Tell us the truth. It was
I've been watching
The Mandalorian on Disney streaming. You popped your cork over the guy with the Boba Fett outfit.
That was actually a great TV series, though.
It was great. No, I liked it. I did.
Baby
But I know
Yoda.
that's right up his alley.
Right now I'm watching Into the Badlands, and I actually like it.
Oh, that was great.
Badlands is amazing.
I was so sad that they canceled that.
Really?
It's better
Yeah,
than
they canceled it, and it was a
It's
brilliant
on
series.
AMC, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they did 3 seasons, and then it was a brilliant series, and then like TV does, they'll keep the series going, and then Badlands they canceled. I think it's because it cost a lot of money to make with all the stunts and everything like that. But I'm hoping that some other, which happens sometimes, that some other, whether it be Netflix or someone else, picks it up.
Well, that's how I'm watching it right now. Is Netflix.
Well, Netflix has just got the previous seasons to watch.
Right.
But as far as who produced it, it was like AMC, right?
AMC,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like same people as Walkers. And they canceled it. So unless someone like Netflix or someone else goes and picks it up and starts funding it and going on. I don't know why. I thought it was very original. I thought it was very innovative. Did you ever watch it, Vicky? Into the Badlands?
I love it. I watched all of it. Yes.
Yeah, it was really good. And I don't know why they canceled it. I just
The picture was amazing. The whole story is amazing. Acting is good. I love that TV show.
Yeah, it was really well done. The stunts were done well. The acting was great. The writing was good. I thought it was a great series.
Martial arts. That was great.
But anyway, guys, for those that are watching at home or will watch this on YouTube, you have Vicky Dalli, who is on Instagram. Just Google her or search her name, Vicky Dalli. Her thing will come up. She's a brilliant, amazing Greek actress model. Will be in my feature at the end of the year. Blade and Blood has other stuff that's coming out. Always working. So if you need a brilliant actor, then go check her out and look at her work. And then we have the East Coast wrestling legend, comic book aficionado. he's got the pythons, and he has been known to occasionally play with his own action figure.
It's called playing with myself.
Andrew Anderson. It's been brilliant having both of you, and then of course my co-host Mark Potter, and then of course Lola. Both of these people are not only intertwined with my own future, and I'll be using them as long as I'm still making films. They'll be in films of mine. But they have their own talents and own roads and own aspirations that are going to lead them to wherever they're trying to go, because they're both very brilliant and good-hearted spirits. So it's awesome that I've had this opportunity to share with you. As again, our first guests that have been on three times. And so I'm going on a limb and saying they'll probably be the first guests that are on 4 times. But anyway, beautiful blessings to them and all they aspire to do. Beautiful blessings to the people that are watching out there. Remember, this show is about dreamers talking to dreamers and about dreaming. So never give up on your aspirations. Never give up on your dream. Be willing to put in the sweat and the work, but don't listen to naysayers and haters and all that kind of stuff. Put your eyes to the prize. Keep stepping, keep walking, keep dreaming.
Never give up.
Never surrender.
Never say die.
Oh my God, we're gonna doing like cheesy end lines of.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I'll be back.
I'm a wrestler. We're into the whole cheesy thing, you know.
I'll be back.
3 times.
3 times. Wait,
So we're saying goodbye now?
what now?
What happened?
We're saying goodbye?
Goodbye to romance. Goodbye.
Okay, so we're gonna do this a quick, easy way. Vicky, say goodbye and whatever you want to say to all the people that are watching this.
To the people who are watching,
Yeah, or will watch it. It'll be on YouTube.
they will watching. So thank you so much for watching us. I hope you didn't get bored, because we've been talking for 2 hours now. And try to find us and connect with us, because Los Angeles is a very lonely city. So don't be afraid. I will get back to you if you try to talk to me and you tell me that you watch the show. And what else? Find me on Instagram. It's Vicky Dalli yours. VICKYDALLIYOURS. And let me think, what else do I want to share? Mr. Glasgow, thank you so much for, I find this so formal. I'll call you later, Mr. Glasgow, but thank you. And Andrew, it was very nice meeting you. And
Lovely meeting you.
And I will happily come to your shop. Please let me know when it is. So
Absolutely.
yes. And
Vicky has so inspired me. I'm going to change my last name and reflect Native American heritage right now. From now on, I am going to be J.D. Warcock.
I thought you would make it Dalli, J.D. Dalli. If I inspired you so much.
You want me to turn into J.D. Dalli?
But it sounds artistic.
What are you going to marry me and make a
Well, we don't do that. We take
a man of me? You can change it to J.D. Dalli.
We take our husbands' names. We are like humble and submissive, like that.
I highly doubt you are by Vicky Glasscock.
Let me try at least.
I think I definitely would see a hyphenated there. Vicky Dalli, and then the Glasscock would kind of drift away.
And I'm moving on. I'm going to mark.
I have spent a lifetime learning how to walk with the last name Glasscock. You a lot of years.
You feel traumatized, Mr. Glasgow? How was your childhood?
Go ahead, dramatize. You want to dramatize?
Yeah, how was your childhood?
My childhood?
She's got your number, pal.
It made me who I am today, right?
Hmm?
Yeah. I had to butt heads with a lot of people, put it that way.
I bet you did.
But it also taught me self-humor, which I think is key to, as an artist, is the ability to laugh at yourself. I think that is a key attribute. Anytime I meet someone that cannot laugh at themselves or take ribbing or take humor about them, I usually do not get along well with them. I find it hard to deal with them. If they can never laugh at themselves as a joke, then
Hey, look, I knew a guy in grammar school. His father's name was Isidore, and his last name was Shit.
that
That's true.
Shitte or something.
Shitte. Yep.
Yeah.
And what
And
was
they had
the name?
Isidore Shit.
The first name.
Isidore.
Yeah. Can you imagine if my parents named me Richard?
Okay,
Dick
but
Glasscock. Oh, that's classic.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That'd be too much overkill, man.
How about if they named you Woody? What if they named you Woody?
Or Shiny.
Shiny.
Oh, well, that could have been a nickname, Woody the Shiny Glasscock.
Yeah. All right, guys, y'all crazy. Anyway,
wait, I'm not done, Mr. Glass. 1 second. I want to thank Mark and to apologize for the technical issues. And Mark, I wasn't able to see you at all. Is it okay? I mean, is it normal that during the whole conversation I saw you only 2 times? Does
What?
that go for everyone?
She hasn't seen you. She only saw you twice.
Yes.
oh, really? I've seen him the whole time. His camera's
Me
been
too.
the whole time.
Okay, then probably it's because I'm connected to my phone. Okay, but Mark, thank you very much. And
Yeah, if you watch the show back, he's there the whole time, Vicky.
Yeah,
In
okay.
fact, he's in the background at some point for like 5 minutes doing acrobatic lightsaber moves.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Where do you think I go on a 5-minute break? I gotta fine tune the skills.
Uh-huh. Okay, guys. So anyway, it is amazing. This has been episode 30. We've been going now almost a year and a half of this show. We've been able to shine lights and make a lot of connections for a lot of brilliant artists. Some of the most beautiful aspects that come out of this show is the friendships that guests form off the show, and they only met because I brought both of them on the show.
Like Jeanette Pacifico, she's great.
Yeah, and then Faith
Faith Hunter is awesome.
Yeah, so that's to me the most beautiful aspect. Plus, people getting opportunities and everything like that. You know, that's what I'm about. I think if you're very good at what you do, and regardless of whether this sounds egocentric or not, I think I'm one of the best at what I do as far as creating worlds and writing and on those.
Oh, you are, man. You're good.
You don't worry. You don't worry about. In fact, the opposite of worry. You advocate everybody's success around you because you're not insecure about your own abilities. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I like to see, and that's what I want to see. The writers, I always try to help young writers. I always try to help young filmmakers because I don't see a lot of that. A lot of people are so worried that and look at people as competition that they don't lend out hands and help people. You know what I mean? And it's to me, when I find someone that can write as good as I do, I think that's awesome and brilliant. Or if I find anyone with writing talent or acting talent or any of those things, I think it's awesome and amazing. And I want to see them succeed. And I do my best to try to help that out when I can. Again, if you need a brilliant Greek muse actress, Vicky Dalli is your person. If you need a brilliant East Coast wrestling legend, comic book aficionado, toy collector, brilliant actor, then Andrew Anderson is your guy. And if you need a guy that does awesome sitting in the bathroom with warm towels and mints and talks to you uncomfortably while you're pissing, right here, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Right here.
That's it.
No, anyway, you guys, I love you both. I love everybody.
Love you too, Mr.
Bye,
Glass.
Vicky. Bye-bye, Mark. Bye-bye,
Vicky,
Andrew.
stay in
Bye-bye,
touch.
everyone out
Mark,
there.
welcome, stay in touch.
Adrian.
I'll
Bye.
see you, all right?
Stormcrow, Dreamers talking to
See you
Dreamers.
later this month.
Okay. Yeah,
Keep
give me a
dreaming.
holler. I'll see you on the 23rd.
Yep, and next month, you guys, we have we're interviewing 2 producers on our show next month. So keep your eye open and check that out. Love
Awesome.
you.
Love you, JD.
Bye for
Bye,
now.
guys.
Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, Um, we should not be a free. We should be a. Why aren't we paying for it?